Celebrate Pride Month with these new books by LGBTQ plus authors. 2022 has been a rough year for the LGBTQ plus community, as our rights are being attacked everywhere from the classroom to the legislature. One thing that can help us cope are some of the amazing new or upcoming books from LGBTQ plus authors. Here are some of our favorites. First, The Other Mother by Rachel M. Harper. The story of a boy looking into the past of his recently deceased father explores the hidden lesbian relationship between his mother and his father's sister, and tells the story of a Black queer woman and the hard choices they had to make in the name of love. Next is This Body I Wore by Diana Getch, that tells her experience not as one of a transition, but one of a transgender woman who has lived experiences based on how she appeared externally. Finally, The Viral Underclass, The Human Toll When Inequality and Disease Collide by Stephen W. Thrasher. This nonfiction book tells the story of how social and economic inequalities have driven the spread of HIV virus more than biology has. These are just some of the many books you can find this year for Pride, so make sure to check with your favorite bookstore for them.
They will not erase us.
Absolutely
They will not erase us.
No.
We have stories to tell. And that's why it's important that these publishings continue to happen. Books, poetry, whatever it may be from the LGBTQ community.
And I'd like to actually recommend a few that I brought from home. Harvey Fierstein's amazing memoir. It's great. It's like listening to him sitting and telling you his story. You can hear his voice, his very distinctive voice throughout. Really great lesbian novel, Like a House on Fire by Lauren McBrayer, also quite wonderful. Another queer writer, Margaret Wilkerson Sexton's upcoming book, On the Rooftop, is definitely worth reading.
Okay.
Florida's very own Randy Rainbow just published his fabulous memoir, Playing with Myself. And probably my favorite book of the year so far is John Ware's long time in coming new book, Your Nostalgia is Killing Me. Brilliant fiction.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Can I recommend a book?
Absolutely.
It's called Transgender Warrior. And I can't remember the author, that's horrible, but Transgender Warrior. And what I love so much about this book is that it shows that we trans people truly have a history. And it shows trans people all the way back to like the 1800s and even some ancient, I guess, artifacts that prove that trans
they were
people
there.
existed during that time. So I think it's an excellent book to read if you want to learn about trans, because I think there's people that like actually think, oh, we just like popped out.
Yeah, they just appeared.
We just appeared and like this is like a new thing, and
Right.
No, it's
so
hundreds of years of history
Yes.
to explore. I have two books personally
Please
that I
do.
would like to share. The Bone Spindle by Leslie Vedder, lesbian adventure novel, brilliant book. And A Million Quiet Revolutions by, Robin Gao. It has two trans men that explore so many different topics, and it's honestly a very, I think it's a personal novel to myself because I can quite relate to it. Brilliant books. Wow. 2022 releases. So.
You know, I think. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you?
No,
Okay.
you go right ahead.
I was just going to say, it's first off, yes, go to your favorite bookstore, but also search online. A lot of people, like on YouTube, or not YouTube.
Facebook.
No, the one where you can buy things. eBay.
Oh, eBay.
eBay. That's what the kids are using now, right? Right, Evan? Yeah. Go to eBay. You would be amazed at the books that have been published before that people have, and they're getting ready to sell. If you're driving past an estate sale, stop and go buy their books. And see what they've got, because there are so many stories that don't get mass publication, that don't get picked up on Amazon. And what the people who are trying to ban these books, they're afraid of our perspective, or of a perspective different from theirs. You know, you say that transgender has gone back thousands of years, hundreds of years, thousands of years. But some people are like, oh, this wasn't a thing until like the 1980s. No, it was something that we wouldn't talk about until the 1980s. And there's a huge difference. So please, don't just limit yourself to a bookstore or to Amazon or something that you can easily download. if you want to find some good stuff, there's a lot of hidden gems out there all across the country.
There are websites as well, so things like Thrift Books. There's a poetry organization that has upcoming releases. There are so many different websites, and check out local bookstores as well.
And you can also go to the Stonewall National Library here in
South Florida,
Yeah.
Fort
And
Lauderdale.
it's got an amazing library.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
Absolutely.
Our history is important. It really is. And we can't be erased.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the